What is going on, you guys? It is Hawaiian Blur here. Welcome back to another review video, and today we are going to be reviewing, let's see here, Dune Part 2. Now, I had the amazing opportunity to see this movie last night with a buddy of mine, and I was going to do my, out of theater reaction last night, but I realized that I needed to kind of sit with what I watched and really think about it, and also, maybe do a little bit of reading just to kind of really understand what I watched because it's a lot. It was a lot to digest in a good way, in a very good way. So first and foremost, I highly recommend seeing this in theaters. It is probably one of my favorite sci-fi movies that's come out within the last 5 years. Dune Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 is a little bit of a harder watch in my opinion, just because it's a lot of exposition from the first one, but the second one, I would say, from the get-go, there's still exposition there, but it's all boom, 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 and then it leads to this huge climactic thing that happens, which I have no spoilers. This is a spoiler-free review. But anyways, let's get into it. If you're new here, hello, I'm Hawaiian Blur. I react to things, I review things, and I also live stream over on Twitch on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So please be sure to tune in whenever you get the chance. Anyways, so Dune Part 2 was a phenomenal movie, stunning. The visuals were amazing. It looked real. It looked like Arrakis was in a real location, and this stuff was actually happening. That's how realistic it looked. And I think the director captured everything beautifully. The sand, the sun, the planets, everything just looked gorgeous. And on top of that, the acting was just top tier. And I know a lot of people probably, I think the one complaint they'll see from this movie is that there's not there's dialogue, but there's not a lot of dialogue. And I think that's something to kind of take away from this director's perspective, is that you don't need dialogue to tell a story. You literally use the visuals to tell the story that you're trying to tell. And other than that, this movie is great. The fight scenes were amazing. Just everything overall was incredible about this movie. Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya really shined a lot, obviously. But some takeaways, Austin Butler, I think, was incredible as the character that he portrays in this movie. He brought a ferocity that I don't think I've ever seen him portray before. And I would say maybe in my personal opinion, I love Dave Bautista, but I think his role in this kind of was dumbed down a lot. He did a lot more in the first one, but again, this is the story. This is part of the story. This is how it played out in the books. Haven't read the books myself, but would definitely, now that I've seen both of these movies, would love. And obviously, this might be a little bit of a spoiler, but there is most likely going to be a part 3. So if you're intrigued and love these movies, I highly recommend going to see this as soon as possible on the biggest screen possible. This movie was shot for IMAX and meant to see in IMAX. I unfortunately didn't get to see it in IMAX, but I did see it on a larger screen than typical. I went to a Harkins Cinecapri, so the Cinecapri screen is a lot bigger, and the surround sound speakers are also a lot better. So I, in short, highly recommend this movie. It is long. It's almost 3 hours long, and it is a lot to digest, but it's worth it. This is Lord of the Rings level hype, in my opinion. It's a literal, this is Star Wars for the new generation, if you want to get comparing to things. But I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Strictly, I'm not going to give it a perfect score because nothing's ever perfect, but giving it a 9 out of 10 just because I don't want to wait to see the third one. I want the third one tomorrow. Third part, please come out sooner rather than later. I thought this came out a lot quicker than the typical parts 1 and 2s. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought. Are you guys planning on seeing Dune Part 2 when it comes out in theaters March 1st or February 29th at 7 or 8 p.m., whatever times they start to release the movie in theaters, but it'll be out Thursday night, but officially in theaters everywhere Friday, March 1st. My name is Hawaiian Blur. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next one. Mahalo. Peace.